in. Superintendent Chalmers. Come in, just in time for lunch.
Skimmer, always a pleasure. Hope you're not too busy.
Oh, not at all. In fact, I was just about to sit down for a bite. Care for something to drink while I finish up?
Then what are you having? It smells divine.
It's a delicacy from the African continent called mongongo. It's a nutritious, flavorful dish that I've been dying to try.
Sounds interesting. I'll have a glass of water, thank you.
At the door, Seymour Skinner's date named Lois Lane arrives.
Seymour!
Seymour Skinner's expression turns from excitement to disappointment.
Now, who's that at the door, Skinner? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
This is Lois. She's just here for lunch.
I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss with you, Skinner. Lois, you'll have to excuse us.
Oh, really? I was looking forward to this lunch.
Thanks for the best, Lois. Now, if you'll excuse us...
Lois Lane exits the house, looking dejected.
Chalmers, you could have at least given me a heads up.
Skinner, it's my job to make sure the school is running smoothly. And I'm afraid a romantic lunch isn't quite as important.
Right? Because nothing says smoothly running school like ruining my date with Superman's girlfriend.
Skinner, I don't know where you got that idea, but Lois Lane is not Superman's girlfriend.
Isn't she? I mean, she looks just like her.
Skinner, please. Now let's focus on our business.
Oh, my mongongo, burnt to a crisp. How the hell did this happen? I can't believe I let this happen. I was supposed to impress my date, not serve charred nuts.
There's a knock on the door.
Come in.
Seymour. Yo!
Oh, Lois, I have some bad news.
Lois. Skinner, I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave, Lois. Skinner and I have business to attend to.
Chalmers, you could have at least given me a heads up.
I understand, but I was really looking forward to this.
You've ruined my date. Chalmers.
Skinner, please. Now, let's focus on our business.
I can't believe this. I was so excited for today, and you had to ruin it. I'll show you, Chalmers. I'll make this up to Lois, and I'll make sure you regret this.
In a higher-pitched voice.
My mongongo, burnt to a crisp, a calamity most wretched. Yet behold, a glimmer of hope doth appear. Tarte conversation, a delicacy most charming doth lie outside my window. A plan most devious doth form within my mind.
Skinner exits the house, climbing out the window with stealth and cunning.
I shall return with this substitute, a savior to my plight. Fear not, for I shall prepare it with great care and precision. The taste shall be most divine.
Skinner goes into the shop, purchasing the Tarte conversation.
How the heavens conspire against me. I, who strive for perfection, am brought low by the flames of misfortune. Yet I shall rise above, I shall make this right.
Skinner climbs back into the house, carrying the Tarte conversation.
Woe is me, my mongongo, a feast fit for a king, now naught but ashes, and in its stead this humble tarte conversation. Yet I shall make do, I shall serve it with pride.
There's a knock at the door.
Enter.
Skinner, I've arrived.
Skinner, I see you have a guest. I have some school business to discuss with you. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave, Hate. Skinner and I have business to attend to.
Oh, really? I was looking forward to this.
Chalmers, you've ruined my meal. I burnt my mongongo, and now I have to serve tarte conversation. This day is lost.
Hot date exits the house, looking dejected.
You've ruined my life, Chalmers. My romance, my meal, all lost because of your meddling.
Skinner goes on a tirade about the loss of his mongongo and the arrival of tarte conversation, cursing and expressing his depression.
Ah, Chalmers, just in time for lunch. I was about to start cooking. Oh, not at all. In fact, I was just about to prepare a special dish for a guest.
A guest? Who might that be?
It's a date. His name is Clark, and he's absolutely fascinating.
Clark, you say? I've never heard of him.
He's an archaeologist, and he's discovered some amazing artifacts. I can't wait to share a meal with him.
I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss with you, Skinner. Clark, you'll have to excuse us.
Oh, really? I was looking forward to this lunch.
It's for the best, Clark. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Clark exits the house, looking dejected.
Chalmers, you could have at least given me a heads up. Right, because nothing says smoothly running school like ruining my date. I'll make this up to Clark, and I'll make sure you regret this.
Skinner goes on a tirade about the loss of his date, cursing and expressing his frustration.
Chalmers, I've just finished preparing a delightful meal for my date. I hope you don't mind if we dine separately.
Skinner, I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss with you. I'll join you for lunch.
But, Chalmers, I was planning on serving a special dish. I burned the mongongo, and I've prepared tarte conversation as a substitute.
Tarte conversation? I've never heard of it. What is it supposed to be?
It's a regional dialect from mongongo, Chalmers. I assure you, it's just as delicious.
I'm not so sure, Skinner. I believe you've deceived me.
Skinner, I'm so excited to finally meet you.
Now, who's that at the door, Skinner? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Hot Date. They're here for lunch.
Hot Date. You'll have to excuse us.
Some point is out really? Oh, really?
Ugh, it's for the best. Hot Date. Now, if you'll excuse us...
Right, because nothing says smoothly running school like ruining my date.
Skinner goes on a tirade about the loss of his date and the arrival of tarte conversation, cursing and expressing his frustration.
Seymour, I'm so excited to finally meet you.
Seymour, I see you have a guest. I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss with you.
In Chalmers, what is the meaning of this? I was preparing a special meal for hot date.
The fire in the kitchen. Skinner, you can't just ignore it.
And it's not a fire, Chalmers. I assure you, it's simply a nor'easter.
A nor'easter in the kitchen. How is that possible?
It's a localized phenomenon, Chalmers. Trust me, it's nothing to worry about.
Skinner, I'm afraid I can't let this slide. I need to see the nor'easter for myself.
I'm sorry, Chalmers, but I can't let you in. There are some things that need to remain private.
I'm afraid you have no say in the matter. I have to make sure a school is running smoothly, and that includes conducting my business as I see fit.
Well, that was a delightful meal, Chalmers. I'm glad you enjoyed the mongongo.
Indeed, it was quite tasty. But I must say I do find it odd that the kitchen seems to be experiencing a nor'easter.
Oh, that's just a localized phenomenon, Chalmers. It happens from time to time. Trust me, it's nothing to worry about.
I see. Well, I must be going. I have some school business to attend to.
Yes, of course. Goodbye, Chalmers.
Seymour, I'm so excited to finally meet you.
I see you have a guest. I'm afraid I have some school business to discuss with you, Seymour.
Chalmers, what is the meaning of this? I was preparing a special meal for hot date.
Skinner, I'm afraid you have no say in the matter. I have to make sure the school is running smoothly, and that includes conducting my business as I see fit.
I'll make this up to hot date, and I'll make sure you regret this.